My name is Mary Margaret Edgeworth Oniel. I was born on the 18th of April 1906 to John Edgeworth and Mary O'Sullivan. On the 3rd of March 1920 my father John Edgeworth died of tuberculosis and my mother and my twin sisters moved to Salt Lake City and opened up the Tuxedo Hotel. I was 13 years old at the time. In 1926 I attended the College of St. Teresa at Winona, Minnesota. I was a freshman and I received awards of honor for Greek, chemistry and public speaking. On the 10th of March 1926. In 1927 I was the president of the Utah Club and I wrote this poem Utah though the school has a dozen clubs and they each could inspire awe. Yet the best of those many clubs is the one named Club Utah. For some have been known to quarrel and to fight and disagree. But ours is so unified, it's a composite of only me. Mary Edgeworth 1929. I was first violin player in orchestra as a sophomore at Minnesota Winona College of St. Teresa 1927 in the Terrazin Orchestra. As a sophomore at Minnesota Winona College of St. Teresa 1927. February 17, 1928 I received Honors Church History of Western Europe, Organic Chemistry, and Bacteriology. I was a junior and I was the president of the Western Club, a member of the Terrazin Orchestra, and the Georgian Choir, and club editor for the Adeline, the annual student publication. On the 9th of September 1928, I got engaged to Charles Oniel and went back to school to start my junior year. My roommate in college was Margaret Oniel of Patch Grove, Wisconsin. Margaret took me home for the holidays as the trip to Utah was too far away. Margaret arranged for her brother Charles to date me. He did not like me but changed his mind and the rest is history. In 1929 I was a senior. As a member of the chemistry club I am first on the left on the second row. I was the president of the cross-country club in 1929 I am on the far left. I won the bronze medal in the oratory club and took second place at the senior division. My subject was the rising or setting sun. I played first violin in the Terrazin Orchestra and was president of the council. I was in the Dramatic Society and received honors from that club. I was a prominent part in the play The Charm School. When I graduated the 30th of May 1929, I became an assistant teacher in the Salt Lake Public Schools. I married Charles Arthur Oniel on the 15th of June 1931, in Salt Lake City, Salt Lake, Utah. Mrs. Margaret Oniel, sister of the groom, was my maid of honor and wore a Maggie Ruoff pale blue net with pink accessories. My twin sisters were bridesmaids and were attired alike in pateau models of pink chiffon and white accessories. They carried bouquets of sweet peas in pastel shades. A breakfast buffet followed in the Hotel Utah for the bridal party, and their intimidate families in the presidential suite. After a motor trip through Yellowstone National Park and the Black Hills of South Dakota and the southern states, we made our home at 2137 North 54th Street in Milwaukee. On the 9th of May 1935, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, we had a baby girl who we named Maureen Oniel. She married William Hilbert. They had Bridget, Catherine and Colleen, Mary Pat, Michael, and Timothy. January 1, 1937 baby, Mary, Oniel in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. She passed away that same day and we referred to her as Mary. This was a very trying time for us all. She is buried in the Holy Cross Cemetery and Mausoleum. Then on the 3st of March 1942 we had a son, Bruce Charles Oniel in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. He married Peppy Priscilla Ann Oniel. They had Andy, Mike, Miles, and Sveta, Jennifer and Kate, Matthew and Hi. Then on the 1st of November 1943 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin we had a girl. We named her Sheila Bridget Oniel. She married James Robert Kinsel Jr. They had Kevin, Megan, and Paul Kinsel. Then on the 17th of June 1945 we had another son, Kevin Edgeworth Oniel in Milwaukee. I passed away on the 23rd of November 1997. At the age of 91. I was buried on the 25th of November 1997 in the Holy Cross Cemetery and Mausoleum in Milwaukee, Milwaukee County, Wisconsin.